That's it. So, like, I think actually, if I were to disagree, I think you could move him a little more to the right, because I feel like he has some intolerant views that are unacceptable, but he's hiding it all the time.
Yeah.
It's really mask on when it comes to Spyro.
He looks like a very angry dude.
All right, welcome everybody. Today we are answering one of the most important political questions of our era. Where do famous video game characters fit on the political compass?
This is gonna be so good.
This chart, you guys might have seen it before. It measures a continuum up and down from authoritarian to libertarian and left and right, obviously, from the political left to the political right. And so we've all brought a handful of game characters and we're going to debate exactly where they belong on here. How does that sound, guys?
Exciting.
We're going to finally find out if Mario is a fascist.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna out all these commie video game characters.
Get ready for some hot takes.
They're gonna be nuclear.
When you're talking video games, you obviously got to start with Mario.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I'm placing him in the center as a placeholder.
Enlightened centrist Mario.
But that's where he would be.
No. Here's the thing about Mario. He is a laborer. He works in plumbing.
Interesting.
He is heavily unionized. He's a working class guy. He wants to control these corporations. He doesn't want to get over. Right? He's over here. In terms of authoritarian versus libertarian, he needs to control these companies, dude. He needs minimum wage to be high. He needs healthcare to be solid. He has a family to take care of. He has coins to get.
Mario is clearly anti-abortion. He adheres to the Italian Catholic faith. Because of his union ties, I'll still give him a little bit of left, but he's going right there for me.
I think he doesn't like authority and he works hard for his money. Because like every level is like harder and harder to get more coins.
Yeah.
But he also likes to do drugs and and use violence against anyone who's not like him.
Yeah.
Fair.
Using violence against minorities.
Yeah.
I forgot about his mushroom addiction.
And the
Yeah.
ecstasy from the stars that he consumes.
Yeah.
I want to say he's kind of like down here.
Okay.
Interesting.
Maybe like here.
He's not afraid to take up arms. Like he'll fight.
Yeah.
He'll fight for his
Yeah.
feudalistic society.
Ooh, good point. I forgot about the whole Mushroom Kingdom thing.
Oh, that's true. He lives in in a kingdom.
He's a plumber who's just curb stomping Koopas.
Jesus Christ.
I'm placing him dead in the center, not because he's a centrist, but because he has extreme views of every single thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
seriously.
true.
He wants money. He wants drugs. He wants the Koopas to be out of his kingdom. And
Yeah.
But he cares about unions and shit.
Yeah, he is pretty close to the center.
You know the horseshoe theory where it's like the extremes of both spectrums meet at the middle? At the middle, it's just Mario.
he's like, he's a me, a Mario.
It's an 8-bit Mario.
That's why he's so popular. Everybody can be like, that's me, dude.
Yeah, they relate to him on some level.
Here's one that I'm a little bit iffy about. I don't know a lot about Yoshi. To me, he likes to lay around in the sun and like eat fruit and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like he's kind of a lazy guy.
He protects children, I guess. Baby Mario.
Yeah, he cares about the environment probably too. So he might be like a pot smoking ass, welfare handout, commie ass.
Yeah.
And then Mario rides on his back symbolically.
Yeah, he's submissive. He's submissive.
He's submissive.
He's submissive.
So to me, Yoshi's like a pot smoking, like leftist kind of guy.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Like he'll protest, but he like the second the police show up, he's like, all right, I'm out of here.
he's out of there.
Yeah. Yoshi is absolutely a Twitter activist. He argues about politics on Twitter and then logs off and eats tendies and plays Fortnite.
No, he definitely plays Fortnite. There's like a
That's
90% chance he plays Fortnite, so I put playing Fortnite on the left libertarian side of the spectrum.
As you do.
Yeah.
He eats
Yeah.
whatever you feed him too. He's like a
Yeah.
pig.
True, he'll just gobble it down.
Couple one down.
Yeah, he'll slop that. He doesn't give a crap.
He gobbles down welfare, dude. He's taken our hard-earned fruits.
He cares about Mario more than he cares about himself, that's for sure.
There's no question in my mind that Bowser is the Hitler of the kingdom of mushrooms, right? The mushrooms.
Yeah.
Authoritarian, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, no, this is my first counterpoint.
Oh, here we go.
I will actually argue that Bowser is the most aggressive communist that has ever graced the Mushroom Kingdom. And here is my main point. If you ever play Mario Party and you ever land on a Bowser space, there's something called the Bowser Revolution, where he takes everyone's coins and he redistributes them all equally.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
And in the newest Mario Party, he even says, hey, look, I'm making the world a better place.
Oh, shit.
Also, if you think about it, technically he's anti-feudalism, which I'm pretty sure like ends up on the right, correct? Like
That's yeah. He would destroy the Queen of England right now. He would absolutely demolish that.
Yeah.
And so I think that, you know, we got Bowser Revolution.
Demolish her how?
This is just like a little side thing, but all those coins in Mushroom Kingdom, how do you know that he wasn't just distributing that money and then greedy old, working class Mario just comes in and starts scooping up coins and stomping on all the minorities?
Oh, dude, this is a good point.
Yeah, because where do the coins come from is the Goombas that he stomps on.
Yeah.
So Mario's union is taking everybody's money.
True.
That's it.
Yeah, and then naturally, like every authoritarian leftist, he puts his own family in charge of all the castles across the kingdom.
He does, yeah.
The nepotism. Yes.
You know what? I looked at him as like a right-wing authoritarian because of like the imagery of like his troops. It just gave me like Third Reich vibes. But I think you're right that
Yeah.
he cares about distribution and shit.
He's definitely more Stalin than Hitler.
No doubt in my mind that Bullet Bill is a right-wing libertarian.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't care about anything other than shooting stuff.
Yes, that's exactly right. He is just like an absolute gun psycho.
Oh, yeah.
Like all he cares about is like buying C4, ARs, pistols.
That's Raytheon right there.
Yeah, that's him.
I know for a fact that Bullet Bill, his Facebook cover photo is one of those things that says freedom isn't free, and it's a picture of like the US Army or something like that.
With an eagle holding a flag.
Yes.
Oh,
For sure.
Definitely one of those. 100% all about the troops.
Yeah.
Look at that face, dude. If you get on his property, he will fire. And another one that I actually think fits down there as well, but for different reasons, is Tom Nook.
Yeah.
So Tom Nook is not a gun nut, but he cares about free market capitalism above all else. He is milking you for your rent money any opportunity he gets, and that's his whole entire life.
He's collecting all of that debt, but
Oh, yeah.
That's all he cares about.
This is how I best describe Tom Nook. Do you know Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Django Unchained? That's Tom Nook, more or less. Isn't he not in the most recent Animal Crossing?
no, he is, yeah.
He just has like two like minions that work from him too. He pays them less than minimum wage for sure. He doesn't like minimum wage laws at all.
Oh, no. He's deregulating everything.
They can't afford clothes. Like, they don't wear clothes. His nephew.
Nah, dude.
They're just like wearing loincloths.
Yeah, he's like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps like I did.
Yeah.
They're basically sweatshop workers.
He got $1 million inheritance from his dad.
I'm going to start things out with the Skyrim Town Guard you see pretty much everywhere.
That iron sword's pretty undependable. You should try steel.
All he cares about is authority. He doesn't really care who you are. He just wants you to be in jail and not take any arrows into the knee. That's basically all he wants in life.
True, so he doesn't even care about who's in charge. He's like, as long as I get like my salary, I'll like do the headmaster's bidding, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, as long as I don't get shot by arrows, I'm going to do whatever the
It's like the Secret Service, kind of.
Law and order is all this person cares about.
He doesn't even care about left or right or like social issues or the economy. He's just like, law, order.
He literally just wants to do one job, and that's beat up Dovahkiins who get out of the line.
He gets off on it.
Yeah, underleveled Dovahkiins, him and his buddies are just going to train on them with the mace.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
So Spyro, I don't know too much about like the lore of Spyro, but I'm just generally gonna say like he's collecting gems, he's rising up against evil. I'm gonna put him like sort of like over here. Like he's fighting for freedom, but he also loves gems. Like that's the primary currency, you know?
I think actually, if I were to disagree, I think you could move him a little more to the right because I feel like he has some intolerant views that are unacceptable, but he's hiding it all the time.
Yeah.
It's really mask on when it comes to Spyro.
He looks like a very angry dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a radicalized, like 20-year-old 4chan guy.
He's like the dragon tattoo that person would get.
That's it. He's halfway through the Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson pipeline.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But like when he's at the office, he's like, yeah, dude, like, Democrats, whatever, they're good. And then when he goes home on the internet, he's like,
If you look at Spyro's YouTube history, the last 5 videos are SJWs getting owned compilations.
All right, I'm gonna move him a little further down.
There we go. I think we found it.
Moogles from Final Fantasy. I always just see them in merchant guilds or like as mages and stuff like that. Like they're definitely guild masters, you know? Like
Yes.
they're in the business. They're tradists. They're trade. So they don't really care who's in charge, honestly. They just want to be free and they want to make money. So I'm gonna put him like kind of down here, like literally right there.
Moogles always vote Green Party.
But they want to make bank.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're like environmental conservatives, is what they
they contradict. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's why it's hard to place them because they're the environmental conservative. You're right.
Yeah,
I think
you're
that's
so
I think that's as correct as it gets. I think we got. I think we nailed it.
Damn, I look old.
Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series.
Mm.
This is a tough one because like it's one of those choices matter type games, so you can literally kind of take them any way where you can just like kill the shit out of everyone you come across but like care about young children and stuff, or you can just do whatever the fuck you want and just, you know, like submit to imperial authority. So this is kind of a tough one to place for me, but I personally find him to be quite neutral. He doesn't really care if like people die or anything like that. He cares a lot about like elves dying and like monsters dying and stuff, ironically, like intelligent monsters. So I think he kind of falls like over on the left, honestly, like libertarian left, because he doesn't really submit to authority figures at all. Like he spends most of his time like hating on emperors and kings and shit like that. But he will work for them though, for money. And he also cares about the environment though. So I'm gonna put him like over here, like left libertarian.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has been like oppressed and over by like power structures and stuff because they experimented on like, isn't that the lore that Witchers get like horrible experiments? So he sees through all the bullshit of like power structures.
Yeah.
But he's not above you know, like helping out anybody if it gets him some coin.
He does love money, and I think he does want the authorities out of his business and wants to be left alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. If anything, maybe a bit more to the right, but I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
Is there somewhere on the spectrum for Sigma males? Because I think he's a Sigma male.
That's the third dimension. That would be the Z-axis that is unfortunately unavailable.
There's more depth to him.
How Sigma is he?
He also bangs everyone.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah, regardless of who they are. Yeah.
He's got game.
He doesn't like the government getting into like people's personal lives. Like he wants to be able to smoke dank and
Yeah.
Basically.
He's an absolute Reddit coomer, is who this guy is.
Yeah.
Him and Duke Nukem would be the best like matchup for banging, I guess.
He's a full-on hedonist. That's what he is. So let's do Samus Aran. So for me, Samus, I think she is an authoritarian. Like, oh, actually, no, wait, no, she's a bounty hunter. Samus is a bounty hunter. So I would kind of put her like over here. She like cares about maintaining law and order, but she's also a bounty hunter.
She's not a part of authority, but she enforces authority in a way.
Yeah.
She listens to whoever's giving her directions, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Because bounty hunters also like usually kill or capture people. So, you know, that's pretty authoritarian. That's as authoritarian as it gets.
There's almost even like an arc of like at the beginning, she's where you placed her because she just like does what they say. And then she kind of learns that because she murdered the Metroids and shit.
Yeah.
She starts to feel for them. So she might, you know, take a little bit of a shift.
Oh my
like
Interesting.
over here.
Oh.
She ends up hating like the people who made her do shit. Maybe
Environmentalist.
That was a
Oh,
pivot.
Damn.
there's like a couple. She's had a character development.
Damn.
So she went from working with the CIA to almost becoming a Maoist to then
A double agent.
That's actually a good point. Like, it's in the lore. I guess she does start out like here, not giving a shit about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like her entire family got killed or whatever. Her planet got wrecked by Ridley, and then she goes into bounty hunting in the hopes of killing him one day. So maybe she's kind of like a zoned out, like leftist.
I think the reason why I might agree with her being authoritarian is because she like enforces her viewpoint on the world.
Ooh,
She really does, yeah. Like she'll just kill everything.
She's just like, if she disagrees with whatever, she's like, I'm just gonna murder you.
Yeah. Oh, she is absolutely against the marketplace of ideas.
Yeah, she doesn't care about the environment really. Like she just destroys everything she comes
She just
across.
destroys every planet.
She brings her emissions emanating suit into like the world's oceans and stuff, like different planets.
Yeah, she's the biggest polluter of the galaxy.
She's a huge polluter. All right, I think we've decided that she's like kind of closer to the middle, but she is blue.
The strongest, brawniest, hippest ape in all of Congo Bongo.
Donkey Kong has no knowledge of foreign policy, of economics, of anything. All that we know is that he is incredibly racist. And so we are going to slap him right on the middle, and he's on the far right. 100% advocating for an ethno-state. There is no holds barred. He hates people that don't look like him.
Yeah. He's a one-issue voter. Like he doesn't care about any of like the economics or shit. He's just like
bananas.
No.
I want a banana republic, and that's all I want.
Yeah, he literally lives on an island that looks like his own face.
So kind of going on this like one issue type thing, we have Link. So Link, once again, I mean, he hides his power level. That's the worst thing. He doesn't say anything. People always have to speak for him. He's got that dumbass fairy in some of the games that has to do all the work for him. So part of me thinks he's smack dab in the middle. However, he is incredibly violent to the point that he acquires bombs, various forms of weaponry and projectiles and close quarters, magic, and then ultimately is seeking the prize. And he always works in defense of the state. So he is in the middle, but he is basically just below, because he has like a little bit of a moral compass. And so, for example, if Ganondorf is in power, he will oppose that authority. But he blindly follows that
Hyrule.
That Zelda. And so I think that he still has an authoritarian bend, but not as much as the Skyrim Guard, who is, regardless of who's in power, he just wants his paycheck, his weapons, and he just wants to beat up skooma addicts.
Doesn't he steal from like multiple kingdoms like that are not Hyrule?
Oh yeah, he just takes all the rupees from the Gorons and the Zoras and all that sort of shit.
He was raised by environmentalists.
That's true.
He's sort of fell himself on the authoritarian side of things. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's that one dipshit kid that bullies him, so he's rejected environmentalism. As far as I'm concerned.
True, yeah. He had like, if he had parents, they'd be like liberal ass, and he hates them.
Oh yeah.
And so his rebelling is like going to save like the kingdom all the
So
time.
Link, if he was just like, he had his parents, he had the upbringing without all the chaos and heartbreak, he would be around here. He'd be like kind of like left, authoritarian, like kind of center. But no, he was led into a life of bloodshed and authoritarianism.
He kind of like messes around all of Hyrule too. Like he's got Milan on the side. He's got like
oh yeah.
I think the amount of grass that I've seen this guy cut down has been astronomical.
I know, he's definitely against the environment.
Good point.
Oh yeah, true.
Good point.
And he's wasting nuts all the time, shooting them, flinging them around.
Oh, he's
Blowing up trees and shit.
Oh, big time. And not to mention, how many times does he just go into somebody's house and just smash pots? This guy's, like, he's actually insane.
He's a menace.
Like when you hear that Link is coming to town, you like pack up all your like fancy goods and shit. Like,
people are like running out of town with the
this is why you can't have nice things in your like village.
And then they're like, all right, put it up in the tower. Can he hook shot up there? Oh.
Shit! Ganondorf!
Yeah, they voted in Ganondorf because he kept destroying their shit.
They're sick of the Hyrule Kingdom's mad dog Link breaking all their pots, collecting taxes.
This is my favorite twist, is that Ganondorf was voted in democratically by Hyrule.
Maybe Link is the real villain here.
Yeah, holy shit.
I heard he did some really good things in Gerudo Valley. We got to get him over here.
Oh my god. Yeah, seriously. That was a desert society. And it blossomed. Oh my god. And we've just been consuming this Nintendo propaganda that Link is the hero.
So really, he's a fascist nationalist.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I mean, he's got the blonde hair. Does he have blue eyes?
Yes.
I'd agree. He's on the extreme side, I think.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
I would put him back here just because the one thing that evens him out is that he helps any species and race. Like, he'll help the Gorons, he'll help the Zora.
Oh, that's a valid
And he cares about their struggles and shit. So it's like he helps the crown.
Yeah.
And he cares about authority and order and shit, but he also cares about like the Zoras, you know?
Okay, no, that's fair.
That's fair.
Does he care enough to be right smack dab in the middle, or a bit like here-ish?
That's true. Yeah. He's like, they can have their land, but like, don't let them over here.
Do they have any valuable shit in their home?
The kingdoms better not overlap. I don't want to see any tourists.
I require 15 jars per month to smash.
Do you have an upgraded shield you can sell me?
I don't want all my side chicks to meet, so we got to keep the realms separate.
That's okay, I think that's good. I think he is in the middle. He's got his flaws, he has his benefits, but ultimately the authority and the bloodshed cannot be denied. So I think up there to the authoritarian bend, but in the middle, I think that's good. Diddy Kong, less racist than Donkey Kong. And also, like, I mean, he wears the Nintendo baseball cap. He wears the shirt. He's more into the whole consumerism side of things. He respects markets. He's just a little bit younger and a little bit more kind of like socially aware than the ancient Donkey Kong is when it comes to social views. However, because he's still part of that family, he's in no way a leftist.
No.
So I'm going to say kind of around here. We're going to say, like, he's got the rightward bend. He's got some, actually probably closer to Spyro. He's got some problematic views. He's managed to suppress a lot of them, so he's improving. And he's also more an advocate of markets and just good old-fashioned capitalism.
Right.
That's it. I feel like he'd be really into like gaming.
Yes.
Oh, true. He would be the ones like dropping the N-bomb on like a video game when you're playing against him.
If I was to argue against that for a moment, I'm just going to say he's wearing red and yellow.
Oh shit.
Oh no. That was the biggest jump of all time. All right, yeah. He's got the outfit on, so he does not believe in free markets.
No.
Yeah, just based on the outfit alone, he's literally a Maoist.
Oh yeah, and he's got like the stars. I guarantee like Nintendo had to censor it. Yeah. He wears stars, but I guarantee it was a hammer and sickle before that.
He's like the right hand of Donkey Kong, who then overthrows Donkey Kong's kingdom to become an autocratic society.
That's it.
This guy's using a VPN to play video games in China.
He's still intolerant of people that aren't him. So he's still in line with like Donkey Kong's horrendous social views. And he's trying to impose that with aggressive leftism. And so that leaves us with Chairman Diddy Kong.
Chairman Diddy Kong.
I think that he's got a lot of chaos to him, like throwing bananas around and like using rockets.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just causing a ruckus.
We're gonna do Big Boss. That's who's next. So Big Boss, he's a military man. His whole life is war. He likes weapons. But over the course of the games is very much anti-authority. He hates the United States. He hates Russia. He hates just about everybody. And so I'm going to start by saying that he's all the way here. He doesn't really lean one way or the other because he only believes in war. But he also hates war, so it's really conflicting. So I'm going to say he's as pure libertarian as we're going to get. Anyways, the long and short of it is that he was once a member of authority, but he grew disgusted by it, so he went out on his own. And so he is like the prototype where it's like, if all you care about is freedom, you'll believe in Big Boss.
That's it.
Yeah,
I feel like he started kind of like over like authoritarian middle.
Yeah.
Where he was just like trying to maintain his country and shit.
Yeah.
And then he got, like you said, disillusioned, and he's like, you know what? These guys.
That's it. Yeah, I think so too. And like, because like he doesn't really lean one way or the other, it kind of ebbs and flows. All we know is he loves war and he loves liberty, and that's all he's here for. The Imperial Guard from the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. He is also authoritarian. However, it was a different time. He had political leanings. As we all remember, the war on Skooma was a devastating event, which led to hundreds of people dying, all from state power. Imperial Guards also not even shy about their racism. They will just yell at people and attack them directly based off their race or characteristics. Yeah, exactly. And they have no shame. They'll do it while they pull out the sword and go, "Why won't you die?" Body's still warm. So he's as authoritarian, but he is much more right-leaning.
You look at them the wrong way, or you touch them the wrong way, and they just pull their sword out and just start hacking you.
For sure.
Yeah.
Big time, yeah. Also, have you heard of the way they would talk about the Thieves Guild in Oblivion was like with such disgust? Like they have no respect for anti-authority or really even the working class.
Oh my goodness. Excuse me, are you all right? By the divines, this person's dead.
We'll do easy ones. I think the Monopoly guy's probably the easiest. And I'm gonna stick him down right beside... right down here.
Right beside Snake.
Snake. Now, I'm saying pure middle libertarian because this guy doesn't give a shit about left and right. He just cares about money.
Yeah.
And literally being the Monopoly guy, he wants the government to stay out of his shit.
That's fair.
For sure.
He wants to buy his way out of jail too.
Exactly. He'll go left and right depending on what month it is, but like it really doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I was thinking he'd be more right, but now that you say that, I think he would be the kind of guy who would run a company that when it's like Pride Month, he would like put up all the flags and shit. Just because it would like he read a study that it increased sales or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's all he cares about.
Yeah, this guy 100% is tweeting about Mental Health Day while the very same day laying off like 15,000 employees.
Yeah.
So that he can get a $2 million bonus.
He's a LinkedIn influencer.
Yeah, he'll be like, we can't, we have to lower wages, or no one gets bonuses or raises this year because we'll have to fire people. At the same time, giving like the CEO, 130% like raise.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Just like we couldn't afford to do it. I'm so sorry.
You nailed it.
Like the reason he's like more towards the left center is because he like keeps up appearances so that people don't attack him for being a piece of shit.
That's it.
So he'd be like, hey guys, you can have happy hour, you can choose your own hours, but if you don't work, I'm gonna kill you.
I had eggs for breakfast. Your mom had sausage. Tell your mom to quit calling me. You've been aborted.
Let's do Duke Nukem.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So Duke Nukem is like the most Chad out of like all the people in this list, I guess. But he's definitely on the right, and I'm just kind of debating whereabouts. I think he just wants to kick ass and shoot bubblegum. So I think he would probably be either close to middle or like down towards libertarian. I'm probably going to put him probably around here.
Okay.
He's very politically incorrect. He is like a super Chad wanting to bang like broads like throughout his games, and he's like one of the first video games that showed nudity, I think.
Oh really? Huh.
Yeah, so
He's about freeing the titties.
yeah, he was freeing the titties, and he went to a strip club and all that in the 90s.
Nice.
So I would place him about here.
I would argue just a little bit because I feel like he's a little bit of a gun nut. Like he's really into guns,
Yeah.
and he's really into strip clubs, and he's really into freedom. Like I feel like I could just picture like an American flag waving behind him.
Oh, true.
So I would maybe like place him. I think the rightness level was good, but maybe more libertarian.
Jerry, I think you're 100% right about him being politically incorrect. He 100% still calls Asian people Orientals.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Without a doubt in my mind. This guy is from a different era.
Yeah.
He drives a truck.
He drives a truck, like the ones that are like 20-inch wheels with like that are on they're elevated.
Dual exhaust. Yeah.
It's you need like a ladder to get up.
Hot Wheels IRL.
Agent 47.
Okay.
I would say he's very authoritarian as well, and I'm just debating on where left and right he is. I would say more right than left. For one, he's a skinhead. And
Okay, all right.
He's a skinhead.
yeah.
Okay, valid.
I would probably say the only reason why I don't want to put him full authoritarian is because he does kind of like wake up to the fact he's being played.
Nice, yeah.
So I don't want to put him too high. I'll probably put him around here and then more right than left.
Takes out contract killings.
We had another. Oh, Samus is the assassin, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets paid still.
He's like a more intense version of Samus because like I feel like she still like wouldn't kill people who are good, but I feel like he definitely kills people who are good.
He couldn't really be like libertarian or anything because he has like no sense of individualism.
Yeah. Literally has a barcode on his head.
He feels like he's like a tool to be used, right? So Master Chief,
This one's very debatable.
I definitely want to say he's trying to save the world over and over again. So I feel like he's left. He loves everyone that are at least human.
Hates aliens.
He ends up liking the Covenant, right?
Yeah, he ends up buddies with the Sengeli in general.
So I would say there's a bit of authoritarian to him because he does still follow orders and he is still trying to like do the right thing.
Yeah.
So I want to put him probably in the middle of authoritarianism.
Yeah.
And here, like around here.
Interesting.
I would probably be a touch more conservative, I think.
He's for AI rights, you know? Puts him pretty left.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
He strikes me just as like a military man, you know?
Yeah.
That's why, like, I'm wondering if it's like a little more right just for that. Because, like, far left authoritarian regimes had militaries.
They need their military men as well.
Good morning, America.
Lara Croft.
Yeah.
Lara.
So
She's an SJ dub all the way, dude.
exactly. I'm thinking that she's a super feminist.
I can probably see that, yeah.
I think I want to put her in libertarian. It's hard to say.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, like somewhere definitely left around Yoshi almost.
Yeah.
But she's not like Yoshi. That's the only thing.
No.
She like wants treasure and shit,
Yeah.
but she also cares
maybe-
about the natural order of things.
I feel like she's very much for like the sexual liberation of women.
Yes.
And she's like, why are you sexualizing me? I can wear whatever I want. You know?
Yeah.
I think she going there works because she definitely tried to get Nathan Drake canceled after a bad date.
Nathan Drake needs to get canceled.
She's a girl boss for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag girl boss.
Yeah.
No.
She has Tina Fey's book on her bookshelf.
She also comes from inherited wealth, which means she can follow her dreams.
Must be nice. Must be nice
Yeah,
to be
that's
above
true.
the working class.
She's like posting how hard it is to do her job. Meanwhile, she started with $60 million or whatever it was.
She's one of those people where it's like, I bought my first house at 25, and then in the article, it's like she got a down payment of $250,000 from her
Yeah,
parents.
for sure.
You're like, you didn't do shit. You didn't buy a house.
She inherited a mansion from her dad. Her dad's friend is her butler.
Like, I think it's like she like posts about like social activism shit on Twitter all the time, which is why she's on the left. But like, she just came from wealth, so it's like kind of fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. I love this timeline.
We got a few controversial guys here. So we're going to start with Barret from Final Fantasy VII. I'm just placing him here as a placeholder.
Okay.
So Barret from Final Fantasy VII is an extremist for sure, right?
100%.
He's like an environmental terrorist. You don't get more extreme than that. So like, he is extremely on the left.
Oh, okay.
And here's where I'm having difficulties, because like, he's a libertarian in the sense that he hates the control of Shinra Corporation, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But he's clearly imposing his own viewpoint on the world by blowing shit up.
Yeah.
So in a way, he's authoritarian, right? So where would you guys place him? We know he's left.
He's definitely left. Like, he's like almost like an anarchist leftist, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's like anti-establishment.
So anarchy would be like down here.
Yeah. But he also loves the environment. He's like an eco-terrorist. That's what they call him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Ecological terrorist or bioterrorist or some shit.
I think he belongs down here probably then, right? He's as far anti-government and leftist as you can possibly be.
Yeah, and here's the funny thing though, is if Barret was in our world and you were watching like the Ben Shapiro show or something, he would be like, and this is leftist authoritarianism at its absolute. This is what they want to do, okay? They talk about climate change, and then they would say, we're going to bomb you if you don't vote for us. So you put him up there.
So he's
true.
actually hanging out with Bowser up here.
Like it could, depending on your point of view and how you view the facts of the matter, like whatever you think about what happened to Mako Reactor 5, he's either up there next to Bowser or, like you said, he is a left libertarian. I want to go there. If I wish there was a way that you could, like, because this makes it seem like he's like, kumbaya, let's all live together in harmony. I wish there was a way you could be like, no, he wants to kill people.
That might put him like over here, honestly, like right in the middle between these two, like libertarian and authoritarian.
I think there is the case for that, which is he's the opposite of Donkey Kong.
Or like even like here, the spectrum goes from Donkey Kong to Barret from Final Fantasy VII.
Barret wants to murder Donkey Kong because Donkey Kong cannot tolerate Barret, is what I'm getting from this.
So here's the thing: is like Barret would very much be in the favor of controlling corporations for the sake of the environment, right? Like he would put in restrictions and shit, like if his party was in power.
Yeah.
So like it does make sense to me that he's like kind of, you know, more authoritarian level.
Yeah.
Because he would be so totally into restrictions.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, he is mask mandates all the way. 100%.
No one said you could touch.
All right, my next one I think belongs right with Lara Croft down here.
Ooh,
this is Bayonetta from Bayonetta. And she is the definition of an SJW. And I mean that in the kindest way possible. Like she is like a hardcore feminist. She hates authority. She'd be out there at all the, you know, protests and rallies and shit.
Yeah.
She loves the environment. She loves sexual expression and freedom and women's freedom and shit. I think that's exactly who Bayonetta is.
But she loves shopping, so I'd put her a little bit over here.
Is she rich?
I think she basically is rich because she like lives for a very long time. She's like a witch of time. I love how you like asked me specifically knowing I'd know this too. My weeb nerd ass.
Doesn't she destroy like a ton of robots and stuff?
She kills angels essentially.
And demons, I think.
So she's very anti-religion.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, put her back in the corner. She's not getting into the kingdom of God, I'll tell you that.
No, she gets in and she kills everything.
Oh my god, that is the most heathenest thing you've ever said.
What a heathen.
Oh my god, what are you, Mario with takes like that? What the
But then, interestingly, she also goes and kills everyone in hell, too, so... I don't know.
I think she just doesn't like the rule of either of them.
No, yeah.
She's like, I want to be able to express myself and live my own life.
She wants to f*** Lucifer in the ass, and she wants to f*** God in the ass. Like, she wants to peg them both.
I feel like she definitely... Oh, yeah. I was going to say, she's into pegging.
But she also wants to get in the ass, right?
True, yeah.
No, she's doing the pegging, dude. Like, she's not getting...
This discussion has degenerated.
So she's a dom, then.
Yeah, she's for sure. Yeah. Anyways.
You guys forgot we were recording, didn't you? I heard like you three talk about pegging. I heard three boners hit the table at the same time.
Yeah.
We'll put that in the Patreon cut.
And she pegs the devil too? Yeah, she does it.
I bet she does, a dirty whore.
Oh my god. Easy there, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I got Donkey Kong over here.
She's a whore. Wow, you sound like Danny DeVito there.
Oh, jeez, dude. Like, I'm Danny McBride.
That Bayonetta's a whore.
Oh, God.
She's a dirty whore.
All right.
I think we figured it out, guys.
Losing it.
To me, Nathan Drake is a normie ass, centrist ass Democrat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like by like the US standards, he's a leftist. But by like any other world standard, he's like in the right over here.
Yeah.
So he definitely voted for Biden.
Yeah.
Like he was strongly campaigning for Biden.
Yeah.
But he's right.
Yeah, because like to me, like worldwide wise, Biden is still, you know,
Yeah, technically,
more.
U.S. politics fall on the more conservative side of world politics.
You know what Nathan Drake is? Nathan Drake, when those celebrities 2 weeks into the pandemic sang Imagine, he was one of the people, like the few people that was like, this is really empowering and great. I like this a lot.
Does he do anything in the games that makes him more right than left?
Well, he does murder a lot of people.
He does kill a lot of people. Yeah.
And most of the time they are minorities because he's in like Guadeloupe or whatever.
That's the thing. He's very pro foreign policy. U.S. shit.
He's like plundering.
Yes.
He's plundering foreign countries for loot. He's a treasure hunter essentially.
He actually, this is canon. He has a deal with Biden that he gets to go into these countries and loot for all the treasure before the U.S. Army comes in and sets up a puppet government.
Yeah,
that's it.
He topples like local despots and stuff. So yeah,
Donkey Kong would love him for implementing a Banana Republic.
He's technically a CIA agent. Let's like plot twist. He
That's
works for the CIA.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, you guys have compelled me. Oh, there we go. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
He would for sure work for like the CIA.
Yeah,
and
no
shit.
doubt in my mind.
Joel from The Last of Us is the most right-wing libertarian guy.
Yeah.
He's over there because like he cares about his guns and his property.
Yeah, which technically Ellie he considers his property. Let's just say
that's it. He voted for Trump. I'll just say that too.
Oh, he's a mega stan over here. Also, need I remind you, in the game The Last of Us, he almost ruthlessly murders a black man in the story. So we're gonna move him actually a little bit up there, a little bit closer to his friend Donkey Kong.
He started the protest.
The fellow racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he doesn't like authority.
No.
But he also doesn't like minorities.
He does not.
He will just murder anybody. So yeah, loves his guns, loves freedom, and will do anything to protect Ellie.
All he cares about is his own little world. I think Shovel Knight is a very traditional sort of gentlemanly guy. You know, if you go out to dinner with him, you'd be like, wow, what a nice guy. But really what that is like sort of traditionalist, patriarchal, masculine, traditional American values. He's like a kind of 50s dad to me. He's trying to like save the girl, save the princess. He's like right-wing, kind of authoritarian. He trusts the Democrats.
Yeah.
He would vote for Biden for sure too. But then also when his daughters would go out like wearing like a short skirt, he'd be like, what the fuck are you wearing?
He like smacks them with his shovel.
Yeah. When he's in a good mood, he's like, who wants a fresca? And then he sees that and he's like, you better go upstairs and change it to something appropriate. I swear, God, I'll get that shovel out of the shed and I'll... It's like,
We're going to the YMCA.
He's the most sexist guy on this list.
Yeah, him and Bayonetta would not get along if they were in Smash Bros.
I'm pretty sure the Imperial Guard from Oblivion thinks there's one gender and that women are objects.
Oh God.
But that notwithstanding, I think you're right.
You know,
Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. I think like, you know, he lives out in the boonies. I don't know, like in terms of planets, if you look at the universe, he's probably like a southerner. But I'm just gonna throw him over here.
He's in the trades, right?
Libertarian. Yeah, like he's the last of his kind. So I feel like he cares a little bit about like the environment in general. But like he's very like anti-authority. Like he doesn't really care for governments. He'll take rewards from them though, like for saving quote unquote planets and stuff. But he's very much like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna go help whoever I want, kind of thing. Like he's kind of like Geralt, but a Lombax. So
He kind of just wants to be left alone, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Ratchet spends his days off shooting varmint.
I guess the only reason he's left is because he like does help underprivileged species and shits. And
Exactly, yeah. He's about helping out, but he still wants to do so freely. You could even like technically like put him here. Like he's like antithetical to like Samus. Like they're kind of like the same person, but on different sides.
Oh, I like that.
Then you got Kirby. I'm like 90% sure he'd show up like over here. Authoritarian left.
oh yeah, for sure.
He's
dude.
like right in the middle of the authoritarian left. He's like their enforcer. He like just goes and like sucks everyone who doesn't say yes.
But I feel like he's like the leader of the gender pronouns movement, and he's got gender pronouns, and he like thinks of himself as non-binary and androgynous. Can't really tell. So I feel like he's charging like ahead in that whole thing.
He is androgyny. Like that's basically what he is. In fact, we should start saying they.
I think that this mother here is so slimy with transforming and stuff that you could probably just put 4 Kirby JPEGs in all the squares here, like right in the middle.
Yeah.
And depending on what mood he's in, that's what he's gonna be. He's like, oh, today I think I like the environment. And then like,
so actually he's like over here with Mario.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Why do you think in Smash Bros it's always Mario versus Kirby?
Yeah, he's like the ditto of Political Compass.
Why wouldn't he be full left?
Full left, like Donkey Kong's direct opposite?
Yes. Yes.
That's a good question. Like, I'm trying to think through it. Like,
I don't think so. The reason I don't think it's full left is because I don't think Kirby has enough of a self-identity to be extreme.
He's always becoming every other people, yeah.
Exactly. The fact that Kirby's most renowned trait is turning into somebody else makes me more partial to this, like, kind of like, obviously, like, is like, believes in liberal causes, but isn't a unique enough person to have such strong opinions.
Pyramid Head, I feel like he just cares about killing stuff and like the nurses from Silent Hill. So I'm gonna throw him like, I don't know, over here near Duke Nukem.
Ooh, interesting. That's fair.
I think I would put him more authoritarian. Like I only saw him in Silent Hill 2. I didn't play the ones after 4. But he's like represents like masculine like energy and like sexuality and stuff. And like imposing that on other people. So to me he's like a straight white male.
I guess his head is a penis. Like there's no other thing that's more patriarchal than that.
Pyramid Head, known jingoist of the video game world.
His head is basically a butt plug, so I mean.
I despise Fortnite.
Then you got GLaDOS. Does someone else want to place her for me though?
She's hugely authoritarian.
Yeah, she's definitely authoritarian, but I think she's in the middle, kind of like she's nice, but pretends to be nice, and you don't know how right she is. So I feel like it would be somewhere around the middle.
Like over here.
All she cares about is scientific progress, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's not politically motivated. All it is like her authority. Like I would put her like smack dab in the middle with the guard almost.
It's very inhuman.
Yeah.
I think that she is even more authoritarian than the Skyrim Guard. She's just so no emotions, only wants to test.
2B from near. Ooh. I'm kind of like leaning towards putting her over like here. She's kind of like the servant class in that game, isn't she? Because her and the androids are serving the humans as their frontline soldiers, but she also believes in that. So she's kind of like over here by authoritarian, at least at the start of the game. And she's like enforcing rules on 9S, the younger idealist.
Yeah, she definitely starts out the game super authoritarian.
Yeah. Where does she end though?
She ends, I think we'll just start with like, we'll just keep it as like the start of the game, 2B, maybe?
Yeah, makes sense.
But she definitely ends up way more libertarian left.
She's also a feminist, probably.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
It's just like, oh, we got a female character. She's probably a feminist.
Yeah, I know. We're like literally the most sexist
We're
people.
so sexist, yeah.
Exposing ourselves. Jesus Christ.
Whatever.
We're probably right. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
if I know women and I know women.
All right, guys, she's racist, okay?
There we go.
Plot twist.
Well, yeah, there we go. Wherever she was before. I actually think that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's a good balance.
Perfectly balanced. That's all things should be. Banjoe and Kazooie, they're not one for authoritarianism, and they're actually both pretty centrist. One leans to the left and one leans to the right. So literally gonna put a little bit of Kazooie on the right and Banjoe is on the left. So like they're not gonna break up their friendship about it, but they do argue. Yeah. Because Kazooie's like, the free market can solve all of our problems. And Banjoe's like, we should have universal health care. That's basically what the whole game is.
I know they're against the witch's like authoritarian rule over their realm.
Yeah, it'd be like an American. It's like two Americans. One wants government healthcare, the other one wants free market healthcare, and then they both hate China. That's basically the dynamic.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think around there, like kind of like pretty centrist overall. One is on a little bit left, one's a little bit right, and they are lean closer libertarian, but they're not like extreme about it.
No. They're living in their hut and they're just chilling.
Yeah, they're just gathering honeycombs and rolling around and fighting carrots with eyes.
Yeah, they're a sleeping bear metaphor.
Exactly.
Don't wake a sleeping bear.
They pay their taxes. They don't mind that much.
Oh yeah, no. Like Kazooie loves to have a couple of drinks and then she'll get rowdy about having to pay a lot of taxes, but she's not gonna not pay them, and she's not gonna vote any differently because of it. Just wants a reason to get fired up.
Yeah.
After a long day's work.
Shadow, what the f are you talking about? You're a beta male, Sonic.
Sonic famously hates capitalism and hates authority.
Insert the meme here. What was it?
There's no such thing as ethical consumption under capitalism. Anybody who utters that phrase is as far left libertarian.
He lives in the woods.
For sure.
Basically, this guy adheres to Taoist principles.
Yeah, he's literally naked. He doesn't wear any clothes. He lives in a furry society.
He's free.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's having freaky ass sex and just like doing drugs.
Yeah, he's having orgies.
He relies on his speed to not get caught by the authorities.
And the whole time he's flashing like all your children on the screen.
Yeah, that's it. Gotta go fast.
And Dr. Robotnik is like the face of like corporate evil, right?
Exactly.
He's, like,
He hates Bullet Bill. Him and Bullet Bill do not get along.
Oh yeah.
No, of course not. A weapon of the state trying to seek out this highest hippie hedgehog all the time. No way they get along.
He's running away from capitalism. The urban sprawl.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
If there was like a horny chart too, he'd be like the highest one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'd be the horniest one for sure.
S++ tier of horniness for Sonic.
You guys seen Rouge the Bat? He's like laying pipe.
Oh yeah.
Sonic is that guy that you went to college with that then went on a 5-month trip to India to find himself, quote unquote. Mega Man is a weapon of technology, obviously developed by authoritarianism, government sponsored to develop weapons of mass destruction, but develops a bit of a bleeding liberal heart. So I'm actually going to put him right around there, I think. Because at the end of the day, Mega Man is just a weapon. His arm is a blaster. He's not here for peace talks. So he has his point of view, left liberalism, but he can only achieve it by violence. Hence the authoritarian bent. This guy is not here to debate anybody.
No, definitely not.
He actually made a YouTube video criticizing debate streamers because he was so upset about it. Why don't we just go in there and carpet bomb them?
Listen, my arm attachment can turn into a nuke.
Yeah.
You're out of touch, Grandpa.
Flame sword! After that, we have the known anti-Semite of the video game world. We have the L-Block from Tetris.
Oh god, not the L-Block.
Oh yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, you can actually make a swastika out of 4 L-blocks. So I think that the L-Block from Tetris is about as authoritarian right as it can get.
Hey, I mean, I accept that.
I want to argue only because it's not straight.
Oh, interesting.
That's the thing. I think the straight line would be right there.
Yeah.
And this one is like almost there. But it's got a little bit of like the hook that's stopping it from being fully there.
But it's also gonna fuck your shit up too, right? Like it's just like
true.
It doesn't care.
He like creates problems more than solves them.
Yeah.
I think it's like my second or third favorite block. The like straight one, we love that block. That block, like a smooth, it just hits it every time.
Yeah.
The Z one is the worst one. The Z one is fascism incarnate. I do stand by the fact that because you can make a swastika out of 4 L blocks.
Yeah, that's true.
And just for the sake of like, I really wanted to see a chart where there's a Tetris block in the far right authoritarian.
Yeah, I'm gonna allow it.
Yeah.
It doesn't give a shit about your feelings. It will come down regardless.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the epitome of Ben Shapiro. Facts don't care about your feelings.
L-blocks don't care about your feelings.
We got Kratos from God of War. Okay, it's in the name. This guy is not here for the marketplace of ideas that we care about in Western liberal democracies. So he's authoritarian as but he does have a moral compass. So I'm thinking of putting him at the very top, but maybe like a little bit closer. However, I will say, I think he should still be up here somewhere, but I'd be open to him being on the other side of this.
Okay.
So like next to the Oblivion Guard.
Here's why I think he's actually a anarchist libertarian. You literally spend every single game he's in just killing established gods. Like every single one, he's killing every authority figure in his nations. In fact, he's just so pissed off about being a demigod for like the entire first trilogy that he's like just killing everyone on Olympus.
That is fair. And then in the reboot, he has moved to a whole other mythology, and his compulsion to murder gods is not yet quenched.
No, he's like in a whole nother mythology, just like minding his own goddamn business. He wants to like giants and have a little baby. So I'm saying like he might be a little bit closer to like here, because he still like asserts that he is a god, but he's like more of libertarian.
That's fair.
I definitely think he has a lot of libertarian juice in him.
Yeah.
All right, fine. You know what? I think him and the difference between him and Joel is actually negligible. So
He just does kill everything, to be honest. All he cares about is his kid and his family.
there we go.
That's it.
I think that maybe it's there.
That's the biggest swing I think I've seen in this so far.
I got whiplash from where we just put him. Yeah, he's not, you know what? Like, he's a little more politically correct than Duke Nukem.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wouldn't put him there.
Because he's more reserved. He probably has some questionable thoughts, but he doesn't articulate them. So that's why I think he's closer to like the center. But I think you're right. He's libertarian. The only reason I keep him over here is just because, again, he is the god of war.
Yeah.
And so he's just gonna bash some skulls.
Deckard Cain, for those who don't know, is from Diablo. He's the old guy with the cane that pretty much tells everybody that Diablo's coming, or like he's warning people.
He's a doomsayer.
Yeah, he's one of those doomsayers, basically.
Amazing.
I would say he just wants to let the public know that like chaos is coming. He might just be like one of those conspiracy theorists that are just you know, shouting the world's gonna end because like the new world order and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
But I would probably put him on the left, libertarian, somewhere around here, because he wants to do the right thing. He loves the people more than the state, and seeks the truth and wants to make sure everyone's safe.
I could see that.
He's definitely like a scholar, like a hard left-leaning scholar.
Yeah.
Like he studies Marxism and shit in his scrolls.
He studies his scrolls.
He's probably like a fact checker on his spare time.
Oh yeah, he like runs Snopes.com.
Yeah, there's two ways of like the crazy doomsday conspiracy guys. So there's this guy who is like the far left Marxist postmodern academic scholar, or if he was more like a shock radio host in like the Midwest or whatever, where it's like Diablo is coming. Make sure you buy guns and try chili.
Yeah, he's like a religious nut.
Stock up on beans.
That's it. You need baked beans for 2 years.
I'd also say he's super old, so he might have some outdated ass racist views.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you combine that with
Interesting.
the religious doomsaying aspect, yeah, religious, old, racist.
Yeah.
That's him.
He's like studying the sacred tomes and he's like, you're all gonna be cleansed by Diablo.
That's it.
The only reason why I don't think he's on the right side is because I don't remember him ever speaking negatively about a particular group.
That's true.
Right.
But they're hidden views. If you like,
They are hidden.
If you dig.
if you do the side quest,
Yeah.
This guy's a boomer. For sure he's got some hidden like shit down there.
yeah.
He's like, I love socialism, but only for white people.
Yeah.
Basically what this guy would say.
So like I kind of just puts him on the right by default.
Just because of the implications of his age, I'm putting him there. So Doom Guy just wants to fuck shit up. He's kind of authoritarian, but not really. With the lore of him, he just kind of fills a role that he was kind of born into. And he's got a job, he does it, and he also tries to save humanity, kind of like Master Chief in a way.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's like left or right, really. He's kind of like a bit authoritarian and kind of like here.
Yeah, I could see that. He's like a holy instrument almost. 'Cause
Yes.
he literally
Yeah.
kills demons.
I feel like it kind of is a trend where it's like the soldier type people. Like if you actually look down here, we got Skyrim Guard. We know why the Oblivion Guard is all the way over here. It's because he's racist guy who killed drug addicts. But the Skyrim Guard, Link, Doom Guy, and Snake, who are all like heavy military men, but they all seem to line up here somewhere.
Yeah.
I think. They're not going to go to one side or the other. It's just where do they stand on the like authoritarianism scale?
Yeah, I was even thinking like before I thought that Master Chief was a little too far left even.
Yeah.
Let's go with Sarah Kerrigan. Now, like these two characters, Arthus and Kerrigan, they are flip-floppers, but for Kerrigan, I'll say let's go with the version where she's a Zerg.
Yeah.
Instead of a human.
Okay.
So with a Zerg, she's kind of like the leader of the Zerg, and she speaks to like everyone. She's kind of like, let's say Jesus Christ for the Zerg.
Yeah.
Like essentially. She like speaks on behalf of their race, and she just wants like them to succeed and all that. So I would say she's very authoritarian. I would say more to the right because she only wants her race to like be successful.
Yeah. She doesn't want any other races to be successful.
Yeah. I would say she's even in the corner.
Oh shit.
Somewhere around here.
Yeah, she's like a dictator for the Zerg or something.
Yeah, she basically is. She's like the de facto leader of the Zerg. The only offshoots are basically controlled by like other people.
Okay, so I'll keep her in the corner then.
Yeah, she's right up there with the L-Block in terms of authoritarianism. I just wanted to say that.
Sentences I never thought I'd hear.
It's almost 1-to-1 with how atrocious she is to the L-Block from Tetris.
The L-Block commits atrocities within its own realm. It dictates whether the player wins or loses.
I know. The Alpha and the Omega.
So now we've got Arthus as the runner-up here. I would say he's very similar. This is before he converts to like undead, I guess. Before he becomes the Lich King.
Yeah.
So he's definitely authoritarian. He wants things done his way. Actually, he has like a battle with Uther. For what things should be done in the land to like make the humans, successful, I guess.
Yeah.
But I would say that he's very pro-human. He's very speciesist against the orcs.
Yeah.
I would say he's far right for sure.
Yeah.
And fairly authoritarian, so maybe like around here. He does like religion over state, I believe, because he's very religious. So I would stay like somewhere around here.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right.
It's just the way it is. Sorry, are these both StarCraft? Sorry.
One's StarCraft, one's Warcraft.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, in both of those games, it's like tolerance outside of your race is not.
Yeah, it's not a thing.
Yeah. So you know what? It was a different era of gaming. Okay.
I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
And last but not least, Max Payne. I kind of wanted to save him to the end because I feel like he will fit right here. And the reason for that is he is like a classic millennial, very depressed, looking at the housing market and the prices are just going up. He's drinking a lot. He's like doing drugs. He's just trying to get by and people are getting in his way, right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't know whether or not the state's right, or the state's wrong, and he's just trying to make it in this world, and he wants the best for people that are in his little circle.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where I think he fits.
I've never related more to Max Payne in my life.
Yeah. Is it possible to just enlarge Max Payne for the entire image, for the entire spectrum here, and be like, we are all Max Payne?
Look at his face.
That is his grimiest thing.
Yeah, he's hurting, man.
Oh,
dude, yeah.
These gas prices are killing me.
Bro, these gas prices, bro.
Yeah.
Max Payne 100% will listen to Joe Rogan talk to Bernie Sanders and be like, I totally agree with that. And then Joe Rogan will talk to Donald Trump. He'd be like, I totally agree with that too.
Yeah. I just want to buy a house.
Yeah.
We are going to have to do a sequel, but until then, I think if anybody made it to the end of this video and you want to tell us where you think a character would be on the political spectrum, let us know in the comments below.
Yes.
Yeah, do you agree? Do you disagree? Where did we go wrong? Let us know.
That's it. Feel free. Join our Discord, which will be linked in the description. And you can debate us, and we will stand by our decisions. Especially that L-Block. I swear to God.
Hey guys, we want to thank you for watching this far and for supporting us so much. We want to give an especially huge shout out and thank you to our Patreon supporters who you'll see on screen right now. Patreon supporters get access to exclusive bonus content that's too spicy for YouTube, as well as some unique Discord roles. For right now, we're working really hard to bring you guys funny content every week.
Bro, please subscribe, bro. Trust me, bro. Please, I'm begging you, bro. Trust me, it'll be cool. Bro, we'll upload a bunch of good funny content, bro. Trust me, please, bro. Like and subscribe and share and retweet and subscribe, please, bro.